Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
We got this.
Let's go. 30 base.
All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
Back. Be grip.
On first down, Swift. That he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hatchet.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Zipper. What?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hey.
Motion. 59, mark.
Ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, echo.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Ready. 70. Indy. X3. 218. Chop. Hey. High 7.
Mike 59. Go.
Shoot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Vita Vea able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
The first carry for Josh Adams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch out, watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First down, New Orleans.
Mike, 280. 55.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Bang, 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 bang. 49.
Check.
On first down, this is Adams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double dog. That's the way.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Saints, first down.
Green 80.
Check 55, Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe, defense.
14, on it.
Check 9. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this complete to Batson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get him. Watch the ship.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Go, 14.
54 man. Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache? Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Here's Wilson. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 60 or.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, exit.
3 down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Set, ready? 10-2 saw. Like.
Stop your whining. Slam.
Sleep them.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 73 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Adams. He finds an opening past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the second.
And it's a fumble, and the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Here we go. Check.
61, matchbox, one. Ready?
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Motion backfield.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? 8, read.
Against the mic. Go on. Come on, D.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Right there. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Let's go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On the carry, this is Scott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Buddy.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Adams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Wide. Go.
59, Mike. Check. 59.
Yep.
Down to lose one. Mike. Check. 59.
Hey, orbit.
Get that ball.
Hit it.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go. 5.
Mike 5-9. Tackles.
5.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A carry for Adams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
190.
Mark 30. All day, baby. All day. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Go, boy, bring it up.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You don't want none.
Go.
Run for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Big Griffin.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Whip.
Go. And now.
They'll set up to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's another.
We got this.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
All day.
Just get it.
Pollard going to try the right side. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
58 to Mike.
Say go.
On 3rd down, Swift, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Check.
Hey, zoom. Clear.
50.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Pollard, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here comes the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
On the set.
Get the edges, Mike. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Five.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Flush to his right. This to Jarwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Let's go. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D.
Again, here's Adams.
I got you, boy.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check 50, check 50.
18. Let's go.
They go again with Scott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
54. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, Haywood!
58.
Second and 5. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Ready! 10 Lobo.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
Now.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Swift. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Shoot.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback on the keeper.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
You got three down.
Hit it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
Ready, set.
Check. 59. Let's get the ball.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends